All right.
Welcome to Drola's Garage. Today I'm working on the RS. I'm going to change the radio, so stay tuned. Why am I outside, you might ask? Well, you know what? I'm working in the yard today because over here, next door to the shop, we've got a crew taking a roof apart, and they got that generator going and everything. And the reality is I can't be recording there, and I can't even think with all that noise over there. So I'm gonna work over here behind the fence. It's a little quieter over here. Yes, I'm in the sun and it does kind of suck. It is hot, but at least it's a little quieter. So that's why I'm over here, not inside. And inside I got a buddy of mine, whoa, almost fell, putting an engine in a turbo over there. He's got my lift. It's just too much commotion over there. I'm gonna work over here by myself in peace. I like working by myself, in case you haven't noticed. I'm always working alone. So I'm gonna work over here. Next week, I'm going on a trip with this car. I'm gonna take it on a road trip going up to the Carolinas for an event called Smokey's GT. I think it's gonna be like 130 GT cars, and I'm gonna take this car. The issue I have with this car is the radio. It's terrible. AM, FM, CD player. That's it. That's all I got. Who listens to AM, FM anymore, and who has CDs anymore? So since I've had this car, I haven't had really any music other than maybe if by some miracle, like flipping through the stations and I find something decent to listen to, which really doesn't happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the radio. There's another thing I need to do to this car, which is pin the coolant lines. That's gonna be the next video I'm gonna do on this car. I'm gonna pin the coolant lines myself, and I'm gonna walk you guys through the process. But right now, I'm gonna put the radio that I had in the Red Rocket, which I will show you guys right now. As you guys had seen from Red Rocket, when I took the stuff out of that car and turned it back to stock, I took this radio out. It's a Sony, I don't know what, something 100. I don't remember the exact model name of it, but it's a double din. It fits with this trim, which is the same color. I see a lot of people putting these double din radios in these cars, the dot ones, that have this gray surround, but they use a black one, and I'm not sure why they do that, and they don't just get the proper gray one. This fits right in. I got this on eBay. It fits perfect, looks factory. These are the little brackets that hold the radio into the car. I got my wire here for the Apple Carplay, because this radio does have Apple Carplay, which is excellent. I got my microphone, and then over here I have the hard wire for my Valentine, my radar detector. So all of this stuff came out of the Red Rocket. It really pained me to take it all out because it was all installed, working flawlessly, but anyway, that's done. So I'm gonna put this in this car because I have a road trip next week, and 2,500 miles with no music is just no bueno. So plus this with the Apple CarPlay gives me Waze. It's a decent radio. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it all in. I'm gonna start now taking the original stuff apart. First thing that needs to happen is this carpet piece here, and also the one on the other side here, need to come out. They're held on by a Torx screw. Once those two guys come out, then it's time for this piece. This piece here, this trim piece right here, is held on with two more Torx screws here, and then basically this, you gotta just pry it out and pop it out, and there it comes out. Same thing goes for both sides. And then we'll get to the radio. Okay, we got the two side pieces off. Now it's time to get the radio out. If I remember correctly, there's a little screw right here, that one, and I think that's the only one. And then the radio should slide out. At least that's what I'm remembering and hoping for. Let's see what happens. So for the radio to come out, there's a little clip in here and in here that you just basically push in, and then the radio slides out. Easy enough. All right, now I gotta put the phone down because I have to disconnect all this stuff. And this is what we're left with. So fortunately, since the radio I'm putting in came out of the same type of car, I have all the plugs, all the harnesses. So let me go grab that stuff. And hopefully this will go easy. I might need to take this stuff out because there was a wire I needed to connect down here for, just I don't remember for what. I think it might have been for the amplifier, which this car will not have. So I don't know if that's really necessary. There was another one also. I think I got live power from the fuse box, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. Let me go grab this stuff. For the time being, I'm gonna mount the microphone right there. So basically I just put the cable through here, through there, brought it up this way, and I'm gonna leave it right there. I think that's more or less inconspicuous. Let me see if I have to adjust the wheel. I can always pull it out a little bit, and I think that's fine. It's not really too noticeable. Anyway, that's where it's gonna stay for now, until I find either a more permanent solution or just leave it like that. That is its permanent solution, if you know what I mean. Well, I made the dumb mistake of sliding the radio in just to test fit, and now I can't get it out. I had to take it all apart, and I'm still working on it. I can't get it out. I don't know. I mean, it'll come out, but it's fighting me. So I took everything else apart here to see if I can maybe get to it from underneath, but I can't. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Got it out. That's good. So like I said before, since this has already been done, this is the plug that goes to the radio, and I have the plug here that plugs into the car harness. And then on the radio itself, I already have the adapter here for the antenna, because the antenna on this car has this funky plug here. So I already have the right adapter for it. So should be easy enough. Said it came out of one car, same year, so should go right back into the other. All right, I had to hook up the dimmer wire here. This is the plug for the sport PASM thingamajig. So I hooked up the dimmer wire there, and then the power wire I'm gonna hook up directly to the fuse panel. I got one of these doohickeys here. So that's how I had it hooked up in the other car. So that's how I'm doing it in this car, because in the other car it worked perfectly fine. So I'm almost ready to go ahead and slide that radio in and start putting all of this back together. And how can I forget my USB for the Apple Carplay? Very important. Anyway, I'm gonna run that through there and put it into the glove box. And that way the wire, actually the thing for the wire here, and I'm gonna put one of those Ren line phone mounts here, so that way the wire, it will be here and it can just plug into my phone. All right, radio is in. Now let me put this whole console thing back together, and then I can move on to over there. Once I get to the fuse panel, also I'm gonna hook up the cable for the Valentine. So there's two things I need to do over there. So I'm gonna finish up here first. And there you have it. I even put the Ren line phone mount here. I'm gonna change that. What I do is I buy these cheapy mounts from Amazon, because this magnet, personally, I think they're horrible. I don't think they hold the phone for anything. So the ball on the back of these mounts is the same as the Ren line one. So I buy these cheapy ones for like $8 on Amazon, and I take the cradle off and I put it here, as I'm about to show you. Voila, see? This cradle mount holds the phone. And then it has the little thing here so you can plug in your little cord. That's it. So the radio's in. Let me hook up power to it and turn that puppy on. All right. All right, making progress. Radio power, Valentine power, self-tapper there for a ground. And now, like I said before, I just got to run the cable up the A-pillar. So for the Valentine, what I did is I pulled the headliner down. See, it clips down like that. I shoved the wire up in there, and then what I did was I put it through here, and then I fished it out through here, and ran the wire down this way. So then I can just shove the wire there. You can feel the clips back here. So basically what I did was I moved the wire to the back side of the clips, and now all I have to do is snap it back in there, and the Valentine can go right there. Voila. And now I just put the trim back. I have to put that back, which I'll show you guys right now, and I'm done. Fairly simple solution. Now let's see if it works. It should work, because it worked before. There we go. Beautiful. This is what I love about the Apple CarPlay. I can have here navigation, I can have Spotify, Pandora, whatever, I don't know. Anyway, you get the point. It's awesome. And in a car like this, a 2007, you know, they didn't have Apple CarPlay back then. And it almost looks almost factory. I got that guy all cleaned up. As you see, I already got the power points in for the radio and the Valentine. That's it. Now I just got to clean this thing up. I got to get all the stuff out of here, get it cleaned up, call it a day. I like it. All right, so that's going to wrap up this video on the GT3. The radio install was a success. The Valentine also was a success. Again, I'm getting this car ready for Smokey's GT, which is going to be next weekend. I'm driving up to northern Georgia. We're going to do a track day and do some driving up in the mountains. It's going to be a lot of fun in this car. So next thing I'm going to do is pin those coolant lines. You guys saw in one of my last videos, a friend of mine blew his coolant line on the track, and I don't want that to happen when I'm either up in the middle of the mountains or on the racetrack in Atlanta. If it's going to happen, I'd rather not happen, but you know, whatever. So I'm going to try to prevent that by pinning those lines. So that's going to be the next video. I just need my buddy to finish up with his car over there so I can get my car back in my shop, because I've kind of been evicted from there for a couple days. So that's okay. Today he's done, so I'll put this car up on the lift and go ahead and take care of those coolant lines. And that should be it. Maybe an oil change, and that's it. Car's ready to go. I just got to clean it. I haven't washed it since the track, so it's still dirty. Still has rubber marks all over it. So I'm going to get it ready, and hopefully all goes well. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like. And leave me any comments, any questions. Noise. And thanks for watching.